the age-long hidden facts about Antarctica. Of all of the world's continents, none is as mysterious as Antarctica. The home of the South Pole is a hub of scientific research that aims to uncover its secrets. Today's video looks at some lesser-known facts about Antarctica, facts that illuminate the interesting history and potential future of the White Continent. Let's get started. Who would believe that most of the world's fresh water is in Antarctica? Meteorologically, Antarctica is a desert. The continent receives less than 7 inches of rain each year, a combination of low humidity and strong winds that hinder the formation of clouds. However, Antarctica still holds nearly 70% of the world's fresh water, albeit in the form of massive ice sheets. Almost 99% of the continent's 5.5 million square mile surface is covered in freshwater ice. Hidden mountains. Incredibly, Antarctica is also home to a range of snow and ice-covered mountain ranges. The most famous of these is a series of peaks known as the Ghost Mountains, aka the Gamburtsev Mountains. This subglacial mountain range is approximately 745 miles long and is located under Dome A, the coldest place on Earth. For context, the European Alps are about 750 miles long. The mountains were discovered during the Third Soviet Antarctic Expedition and were named after Soviet seismologist Grigory Alexandrovich Gamburtsev. The highest peaks are believed to be more than 11,000 feet high, but you wouldn't know that with all the ice above them, subglacial lakes. In addition to the freshwater ice sheets that cover the whole landmass, Antarctica also has more than 200 underground lakes. Lake Vostok is the largest and most famous of these. Located nearly 2 miles under the Vostok Station, a Russian research center at the southern pole of cold, Lake Vostok has an area of 4,180 square miles and an average depth of 1,117 feet. Its maximum depth is 3,000 feet. This makes it one of the world's largest lakes, underground or otherwise. The existence of these lakes is possible due to geothermal heat from the inner layers of the Earth, as well as the decreased melting point of the ice above. Russian geographers theorized that the ice above the lake would have a lower melting point at the bottom due to the tremendous pressure it exerts on itself. Bloodfalls. Some of the aforementioned subglacial lakes have properties that result in cool phenomena. One such example is the Bloodfalls of Taylor Glacier, East Antarctica. This unique waterfall oozes sporadic streams of blood-red water, making for a dramatic contrast with the surrounding white landscape. However, there are no frightening supernatural forces at work here, only chemistry. The water stems from a subglacial lake rich in salt and ferrous ions. When the water reaches the surface and makes contact with atmospheric oxygen, the ferrous ions get oxidized and turn reddish. This makes the water look like blood. The source lake is 1,300 feet below the ice and may have formed because of iron-rich seawater trapped during the Miocene period about 5 million years ago. Worms rule the land. While Antarctica is famed for being the home of penguins, the lovable birds are not the most abundant form of fauna on the landmass. That title goes to soil nematodes, small worms only a few millimeters long. Although there haven't been extensive studies on them, taxonomists have found at least 44 species from 16 families. The most researched species is Panagrolimus davidi, which can dehydrate itself to prevent freezing to death. This worm and its cousins are being studied extensively and, perhaps one day, they may inspire anti-freezing technologies that would make exploring Antarctica much easier for humans. Out of time. Another fun fact about the White Continent is that it has no official time zone. The researchers, explorers, and tourists who visit the continent use Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, or the time from the countries they are from. Antarctica wasn't always a frozen wasteland. That's right, the White Continent was not always white. In fact, its current climatic conditions are about 30 million years old, a fairly short time in the grand scheme of things. Soil analysis and fossil records show that Antarctica was a green hub of diverse flora and fauna. Trees, flowers, grass, and a whole cast of animals called the place home for the best part of 100 million years. The continent originally broke off from the supercontinent, Gondwana, in the Cretaceous, about 150 million years ago. At that time, It was located within the tropics before gradually shifting towards the South Pole. During its time as part of Gondwana and during its breakup, Antarctica was warm enough to sustain innumerable classes of plants and animals. Plants like cycads and conifers thrived alongside mammalian ancestors like the Lystrosaurus. However, the further south the continent moved, the cooler and more glaciated it got. Life became increasingly untenable and various species were wiped out, with their fossils buried under snow and ice. Argentina tried to claim the land. Like space, Antarctica has long been held as property of the world, with all nationalities welcome to invest in exploring and researching the landmass. However, in the 70s and 80s, Argentina decided to bring parts of the continent under its flag. The plan to achieve this was not by bringing aggression and death to any would-be rivals, but by bringing life. Between 1977 and 1983, 8 pregnant Argentine women were sent to Antarctica to give birth there. The plan was for the babes to be legal. Antarctica natives, a plan which was soundly laughed off by all other nations. Emilio Marcos Palma, the first human born on the continent, is now 46 years old. He was born at the Esperanza Argentine Research Base in the Antarctic Peninsula in 1977. Few places on Earth feature as prolifically in conspiracy theories as much as Antarctica. Such theories range from fairly probable to mind-blowingly unbelievable. One prominent theory revolves around an alleged secret mission ordered by Hitler a few years before the kickoff of WWE. Speculation varies about the specific objectives of this mission. Some say Hitler was looking for whale oil to make margarine and other fatty foods to feed Germany after imports ceased because of the war. Others say the Nazis had gone to the frozen desert to test out rocket technology that later fell into the hands of the Americans during Project Paperclip. Other conspiracy theories also detail secret collusions between agencies like the CIA and Mossad that involved the discovery and harnessing of technologies left behind by ancient civilizations or even alien races. Such technologies include portal-opening pyramids, flying saucers, energy weapons, and time travel devices. Flat Earth conspiracy theorists also assert that Antarctica is actually part of a giant ice wall that surrounds the disk we live on. On that bombshell, it's time to end the video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like our content to help the channel grow. Hit the bell to never miss out on cool new videos like this one. Bye-bye.